Hi and welcome back to the Adventures of Dementia Man. I'm Heather.
And I'm Mark.
So today we're talking about tips for when you go away on holiday. If you've watched our recent video about the airport, then you'll know we've just come back from a lovely holiday.
Certainly was.
Had a nice time.
Fantastic.
Where did we go?
Paris.
Went to Paris. We were there for about 9 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really successful. It was more successful than we could have hoped for, really, I think.
Absolutely.
So while we were away, we thought of a few things that we were doing and thinking that we thought might be useful to tell you about that helped us keep the holiday running smoothly. So we're sharing them in case they help you. And of course, if you've got tips if you're around, then please do let us know, because we're always really keen to learn from others.
Yep.
Okay, top tip, have a system, and this really is for the hotel.
Yeah.
People who know me will know I've got systems for everything.
Yes,
Mark
I do.
grins ruefully. Woe betide anybody.
It's fantastic.
But it's helpful, isn't it?
Does, yeah.
And what I mean by have a system in the hotel is, and for your packing and things like that, is have a way that you pack your clothes, that you set out the clothes in the hotel, so that you know where things are, and maybe you're somebody who does this naturally, and maybe you're not, but it does help, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
We did a video a little while back where we talked about packing and how we pack clothes in different packing cubes and how that works for us, and little tips like using a see-through toiletries bag.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link to that video up here so you can go back and watch it if you'd like to. But yeah, have some kind of system that works for you, so you know where things are in the hotel, and you keep everything as smooth as possible. And leading on from that, the second tip is that if you can, keep things quite similar to the way you have them laid out at home.
Yeah.
So, for example, we always sleep on the same side of the bed as we do at home, and we tend to try and lay out the same things on our bedside tables in the hotel.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you always have your little torch on the table at the side.
Yeah.
If you do that at home, you do that in the hotel. So if you get up in the night, you've got the little torch.
Yeah.
You don't have to put the main light on and shine that in my eyes. Because I do like my sleep.
Really?
And yeah, we do that, don't we? And we kind of put your computer out on the desk and just generally keep things a bit similar if you possibly can, and that helps.
Being like home.
Yeah, not to have to adapt too much to things being different. What you can do, and even things like in the bathroom in the hotel, if you always have your toothbrush in one place, then put that in the same place in the hotel bathroom, and
you know where it is.
Yeah, it's easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about the hotel. Tip number 3, and this relates to wearing your disability badges or lanyards.
Yeah.
Now, you've got 2 of these. You've got the Hidden Disabilities UK Sunflower Scheme one, and this is, you may know these sunflower lanyards. They ignite. They indicate that somebody's got a hidden disability, and this one actually says I have Alzheimer's on it. Now, they're useful in the UK. Lots of people recognise those in the UK. Not so useful at the airport, where you had to take them off to go through security, which is the one point you actually needed it.
Yeah.
But bear in mind that these don't work on the whole abroad. People are not familiar with them, and you read some things online about, yes, people are, but we've never found that people are particularly familiar with them. But what does work very well is the National Disability Card. If you have a National Disability Card from your country, we've got a UK one. You pay for this. It's not a huge amount of money. Get lots and lots of discounts in the UK, but it works very well. Certainly where we were in France, it's got the disability symbol, which is well recognised, and this was really helpful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We yeah, we got in free to a couple of museums.
Yeah.
Some of the big museums in Paris accept it. And actually, when I said to the woman at the ticket office, I didn't realise these were accepted here, she said, well, of course they are, you know, you've got some kind of disability, you've got that here as well. And we, actually, the discounts were better than they often are here. In that
definitely.
we got in, well, you got in for free, and then I got in as the carer for free. You skip all the queues. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The other thing to bear in mind is that in France, for example, if you have a disability, you have priority to use lifts. That was useful.
Yeah.
Because you can't go up escalators very well
No.
anymore. Something to do with the way the lines on the escalator steps mess with your eyes.
Yeah, I like going on the steps anyway.
Yeah, there's certain cases where there aren't stairs, we use the lift, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
If we had luggage with us or whatever. And also, like on the metro in Paris, if you want to go through the wider gates to go through and not go through the automatic ticket gates, then that's a really quick way of showing people the symbol, and you can get straight through. So yeah, good tip there. That might be worth looking into depending on where you're going and using that. And then moving on from that a little bit, although it's kind of linked, this was your point, Mark, about accepting help.
Yes, yeah.
Do you want to say something about that?
Well, sales is sales, I think, anyway. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It's as simple as that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think with things like getting priority to use a lift and wearing the disability badge and something, sometimes you might be a bit reluctant. People might be a bit reluctant to do it. You don't really like.
I might have done that as well. Obviously, but now I just let it go, and because it's just so easy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key thing is if help would be useful to you, ask for it. People will usually give you help if you ask for it, and also accept the help that's given, and accept things like if you can get priority, for example, to use a lift or that kind of thing. Even some of the shops, they had priority service at the tills for people with disabilities, and accept it, because if it's going to make your life easier and the life of your companion easier, then, you know, that's what it's there for.
And the people who are doing this, they're doing it, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so... yeah, we've got better at that, I think, over the years. Accepting the help that's on offer, enable people to help you, and it just makes your holiday that little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And everyday life, really.
Yeah.
Mirrors.
Talk
to us about mirrors.
Mirrors. Mirror on the wall. I'm going to smash it.
You have a bit of an issue with mirrors lately. Don't you?
Yeah.
They play with your brain.
They really do. They really do. Just two things like going. No, what's that? Oh, seriously, it's just.
Yeah.
It's I can't really probably explain it. It's just. Your brain is just not able to process. Well, my brain can't process it anyway.
It's got to be something about the speed, hasn't it? Because normally, if you catch sight of yourself in the mirror, you have that split-second processing thing. But because it's happening a bit more slowly for you, it's a bit disconcerting.
Yeah, definitely.
Our hotel room, like probably most hotel rooms, had a long, full-length mirror, which is great because you want a long, full-length mirror to be able to check your outfit in before you go out onto the streets of Paris. But it did mess with your head.
Yes, it did. It did yesterday as well.
You were out in the theatre yesterday.
And it's just the brain just can't handle it.
Strange, isn't it? And I know that when we were away, some of the public toilets you went in, they have mirrors. They're trying to make places look bigger and more airy. But of course, you've got these strings of mirrors. It can become quite discombobulating.
Yes, yeah.
And I know at one point we sat down in a cafe and there was a mirror just by the side of you, and it kept kept disconcerting you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Key tip then, if you've got something like that in your hotel room that is causing you an issue, then try and see if you can cover it up. We hung a towel over ours, didn't we? That worked quite well. Just one of the ordinary bath towels. I'm sure the hotel staff thought we were mad. They kept taking that down every day, and I should have explained it to them really. But that's another tip as well, is that most hotels, you know, if you've got an issue with something like that, why don't you ask them to see if they can help you solve it? Because then they'll understand a bit more about the issue. And they probably maybe find you a sheet or something to put over the mirror, so it's covered up. So, you know, if you can do something like that to solve it, don't be afraid to just get the towel and put it over the mirror. Do whatever you need to make it easier.
Yeah.
Point 6, we've got take your time.
Yeah. Always take your time. It's because otherwise you'll just not be able to function, I would say, because you can't process the things, so you just go take your time.
Can't force your brain to go faster than it's going.
No.
So go with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this was, we had this example when we were going through the automatic metro gates, weren't we, into the metro, and it's one of these things, you get many big cities, tap your pass, the gate opens and you walk through, but it's quite a fast process. So we had this system where you'd go in front of me, and then I'd tap it and say go. Yeah. And you'd walk through and then wait for me on the other side. And we got that off to quite fine art.
We did, yes, it did, it was good.
But of course, in a metro station or something like that, there's lots of people bustling around, and it would be very easy to get flustered and think you're holding people up. And like, well, don't worry about that. Take your time, get yourself through calmly, and makes for a general calmer day, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
And it means you don't worry about it. You know, just take it as it comes. Okay, point number 7. You can talk about this, Mark, because this is the electric razor.
Oh, these, yes. This is a marvel.
Do you want to talk about how you came to get that? We bought this while we were away, and do you want to explain why and what? And...
Yeah, I used... Start again.
Start again.
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, no, sorry. I used to have blades, basically, for...
ordinary razors.
Razors, yeah. But it was getting a bit difficult, and I was possibly going to hurt myself or something.
You did nick yourself a few times, didn't you?
Yeah.
And only the surface, but you cut your face. It takes ages to stop bleeding. You go around Paris with a plaster on your face, but it wasn't very chic. So
what we did is I bought a... what do you call it? It's
an electric razor.
Electric razor, yeah. And it's fantastic. You like it, don't you? I really do like it, yeah, because it's so easy.
Can you give us a little demo?
Yeah, we will indeed. Let's get the thing there is.
Fab. Looking nice.
You need to go back and forth and back and forth and... What a handsome man.
Does give a nice clean shave, actually. I'm like a TV advert. And that's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Because I mean, you could be very wedded to the idea of you've always had a wet shave with a razor, so do it. But in actual fact, these electric razors are brilliant now.
They are. They're so easy to use, and
you can use it wet with your shaving cream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
which is great. It gives it a really nice shave.
Yeah.
So that was a great holiday purchase.
It really was, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely.
So gentlemen in particular, if you if you've always had a wet shave but you're finding it a bit tricky, then
see if you can get one of
give
them.
it a go. Yeah. You might be quite surprised. They've really come on since the old
they're
days,
not that expensive either.
No, I think that cost us about £40.
Yeah, if that, it was.
I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, and so far so good.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
That's your top tip, gadget of the week.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah, and our last tip really on this subject is just don't be afraid to try going away. You might not go for 9 days abroad like we did. It took a lot of planning and, a lot of saving up actually.
A lot of saving, yeah.
And we did go to somewhere that we knew well.
Yeah.
And it's worth saying as well that I do speak French, so we went confident in the knowledge that if we did need any specific help of any kind, we didn't have any language barriers to getting that. But why not try a couple of nights away in your neighbouring town just to see how it goes in a hotel, a couple of nights out or something.
I was just thinking, we went out far and wide as well, didn't we?
We travelled a lot when we were there.
Yeah.
On public transport, just locally on buses and to little nearby towns.
Because they got good ones.
Yeah, good public transport. Don't be afraid to try stuff.
Yeah.
It's good for the brain.
It always is, yeah.
Had a nice time, didn't we?
We did, and I saw a lot of dogs.
Mark saw lots of dogs, made friends with lots of French dogs. And we also saw some sights along the way.
Yes.
If you want to see what we got up to, if we haven't bored you already, then head over to our Instagram channel, at Adventures of Dementia Man on Instagram. Plenty of pictures there of us sitting on cafe terraces eating delicious desserts.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, those are a few tips that we hope are helpful. And the most important one is just try things.
Yeah.
One of the things we try to talk about a lot is the fact that just because you're living with dementia doesn't mean you can't do things. You can carry on doing enjoyable things with your life, having fun, getting out a little bit to the best of your ability. Just enjoy your life. There's still life to be lived, and there are still plenty of fun things to do.
Definitely.
Tell us how you get on. We would absolutely love to hear. One of our favourite things is hearing back from you with your tips, which we can then nick. Yeah. And just the things that you've been able to get up to prove that dementia doesn't keep you confined to your home. You can actually get out and live your life. Look forward to hearing from you. We'll be back soon. We've got a couple of other videos in our brains in the pipeline when we sit down to film them. Speak to you soon. Yes. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.